Welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you this little camera for kids. I'm going to test if these kids cameras are actually any good. And also because I'm curious, I'm going to take the camera apart and show you what's inside. The first impression when you hold it in your hand is that it really feels like a toy rather than a real camera. It's very light, and here the viewfinder is not real. It's just black plastic. The lens is extremely small, and the first element of the lens is actually just safety glass. The real lens is further inside and it's just a small dot. I bought this camera at the flea market for $2. I bought it simply because it has 32 gigabytes memory card inside. The battery is dead and not working, so it must be constantly connected to a charger. Let's see the menu and settings first. The maximum video resolution is 1080p. It has timestamp, voice record, and the maximum photo resolution is 3 megapixels. The interesting thing about this camera is that it has several built-in games. The first game is The Snake, similar to the Nokia game, but it's quite slow. If I don't press the buttons, the snake moves very slowly. The next game is with these cubes that have to be arranged on the dots. It's a logic game and I personally find it somewhat interesting. And there are several other games of this type. The camera has several different filters and frames that appear around the picture. I will take some test shots of this phone. And yes, as I expected, the picture quality is quite bad. This is how a video looks like. Again, pretty bad. I also shot outside. To power the camera, I used a power bank. I thought the pictures would turn out better outdoors, but the quality is terrible again. It's very difficult to take a picture without blur. Imagine how a child would take a picture with this camera, as the children are always moving. All the photos that were on the SD card from the previous owner were totally blurred, and it was impossible to understand what was on the photo. It's time to take the camera apart and see what's inside. There are only 4 screws at the back that we need to remove. It's pretty empty inside. This is the ribbon cable that connects the sensor. And there are only few conductive lines on it. Even old cameras have more connections on the sensor. This is the battery. It looks like slightly swollen. And I don't know what is that. It looks like a speaker, but the front looks damaged. Yes, it's probably a speaker. It was just rolling around, not attached to the housing. And I don't know what to show you. It's almost empty inside. The board is so small, not much stuff on it. This is the display connector, a small microphone, and SD card slot. Okay, that's the video for today. I have an idea for an experiment with this camera, but maybe I will make a separate video in the future. Until then, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you want to support my work, you can do it on Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.